across. Also joining us is Dominatrix Kelly Everts. She's no stranger to our show. She's told us she keeps men in line by scolding them, or if that doesn't work, by whipping them. In fact, Kelly whipped me on one show, but compared to Morton Downey Jr., I got off easy. She's suing him for $40 million. Those are our guests. Please welcome them to the show. Last year. But first, let's take a look at a clip that occurred on this show on January 14th, 1988, when Kelly Everts appeared as a dominatrix, saying that all men should be slaves to women. This is what happened on that broadcast.
Why don't men get punished for sex? Why do only prostitutes get punished for sex? Why don't the Johns get punished for going to the prostitutes?
We live in a
Why
world.
is there a double standard? Because
We live in a world where there is.
God is a man, the Son of God is a man,
Kelly!
the priests are men.
Kelly!
Men. They're
Kelly!
controlling the whole world, and somebody's got to stop it.
Richard, we may be up there. I'll be a gentleman.
Kelly Everts. All right, now, Kelly, you whipped me on that show, and you're suing Morton Downey, saying that he abused you on his show. What's the difference?
Wait a minute, let's get one thing straight. You kept raising me about showing my breast, and you promised that you would expose yourself, and today is the
I
day.
didn't promise that. When did I?
You said if you expose yourself to me, I would sue you. I promise I will not sue you.
If I exposed... Oh, but I didn't say I was going to expose myself. You already saw me painted in chocolate. What more do you want to see? You don't like men anyway, so why would you want to see me, right?
I don't hate all men, just most of them.
Do you hate Morton Downey Jr.?
I don't really hate him.
Would you like to give him a
he's got
spanking?
it coming. He's got to be punished.
He's got to be punished. What would you like to do to Morton Downey Jr.?
I'm going to take his money away from him. The way to destroy a man is either destroy his ego or take his money from him, one or the other.
Take his money away from him.
Take his money from him.
Lisa, you might be involved in something very similar soon, right?
I don't do too much there.
But in terms of taking money from somebody, of course, you have a child to support, and you were Mark Gastineau's wife. You're in the process of getting a divorce?
Still.
We'll be right back.
I predict that Kelly Everts and her lawsuit against Morton Downey will succeed in bringing her the publicity and revenge she seeks.
Sure, and when we come back, I want you to think of things that you might want to ask each other. You've all been in the media spotlight during the course of the last year. There might be incidents or reactions that you might have in common. You might even just have a question about the way somebody reacted during a certain incident. Think about questions that you might want to ask each other, questions you might have out here in the studio audience. Maybe we'll take some questions from you at home. We'll put the number up, and you can ask some of our favorite people, some of the people that have made this show exciting during 1988, and I'm sure we'll continue to make it exciting into 1989. We'll be right back. Kelly, do you have any advice for Lisa Gastineau on how she should handle her husband during this protracted and painful divorce?
Well, I think it's a despicable type of action. Men are very egotistical, especially men in the sports field. They're looked upon as heroes. I think men should be cut down to size. You can't go just by the individual. Men in general have to be cut down to size because they really think they're hot, macho, they're wonderful. And I hate the monopoly of sports by men. I'm very resentful of it because give women a chance.
Maybe,
put women in sports.
Well, there'll be an opening on the Jets. Maybe you could be on the team. Yes. Back here.
Yes, I have a question for Kelly. You know the way Morton Downey is, and you go on his show looking the way you do and acting the way you do. Didn't you expect some form of abuse from him?
Yes, I expected... I expected a verbal battle. I did not expect to be manhandled. I went on the show specifically to take on Morton Downey intellectually and spiritually. And I won intellectually and spiritually. He has no right to call women bimbos, whores, tramps. Just because we show our bodies does not mean that we are sluts.
Excuse me, my question is for Lisa and Curtis.
Women to dress the way they want to dress, to look the way they want to look. And women should be able to look.
Lisa and Curtis.
Happy New Year! And as we celebrate this new year, let me ask each of our guests here today to make a toast to 1989. If I will, as I go down the aisle here, Secrete, what would you toast to in 1989?
To life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
I'll drink to that. Roy, what would you toast to in this new year?
To good housing for all shopping.
Very gracious of you. Curtis and Lisa, you want to make a toast to the new year? Here you go. For you two?
Well, Richard, I would toast to safer streets, and of course, if Al finds his home, they'll be a lot safer.
Okay.
And I might add, this year marks our 7th year anniversary, and man, am I getting the 7-year itch.
Just now,
What it is?
Richard, let me tell you something. I had the 7-year itch the second day after we were married.
Kelly, what would you do?
Female supremacy, may the goddess prevail this year.
And Lisa, what would you toast to in the new year?
To health and happiness, and may the best day of 88 be the worst day of 89.
Here's to 1989. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance... Good year coming up. And here's to all the people who work behind the scenes here at Channel 9 to make this show successful. And here's to you, the people on the other side of the tube out there who watch us every day and have made 1988 such a wonderful year. Hope you'll be with us for 1989. And if you're at home right now, join us in singing Auld Lang Syne. God bless you, too. Should all and never brought to mind, should old acquaintance be forgot, and days of Auld Lang Syne for all